I keep asking, who are you? And pointing out that you are not the body or the mind. I've also pointed out that you are not what you can be aware of. I also try to point why you cannot be those things. I think it's possible to explain why you are not something, but it cannot be explained what you really are. Because you are not a thing. Something that is physical can be described, but you are not. So what is it that I keep speaking about? And when I say, or when you hear that you are the consciousness, that you are the soul, or any of these teachings, it's all concepts. Just the word itself gives nothing. It doesn't do anything for you. And if it feels like it does, it's the mind. Oh, I'm this consciousness, there's nothing to do, there's nothing to be, I am nothing. Oh, okay, good. That's what the mind says. And I've experienced a few times people having that. I've seen it around, and I've seen it in one of my friends too. They would just dismiss their feelings by saying, oh, I'm nothing, I don't exist, I'm nothing. While suffering, it does nothing. Repeating things in your mind does nothing. It's either escapism, it's either just a false sense of security, but it doesn't actually do anything for you. So let's look into it. What am I pointing towards? You've heard me or others say that it's always here. Okay, then we don't need to go anywhere. We need to go inward and just pay attention to what I'm saying. You don't need to remember it like a technique. You don't need to, none of that. Just listen and pay attention. What are you aware of? Sound, feelings in the body, aliveness in the body, the mind, or thoughts coming and going about anything. Anything that you can be aware of. The whole of your experience. Expand your attention on the whole experience. All that is there. But don't put it on anything specific. It's like if the lens opens up and includes everything in the attention. Nothing to put the attention onto. Relax. Just simply aware of everything that is there. Now, I've mentioned before that you cannot be the mind, the body, the feelings, because they are all seen to come, play out, and disappear, just as an effect. So if they are effects, they are seen to be moving, correct? When they are not there, you still are. If you create a thought which says, hi, 3 times, do it. Say hi, hi, hi in your mind. You've seen the thought was not there. Thought is there. Then thought is gone. There is no more thoughts of those 3 highs. Now, that means you are not the thought. Now the one who is thinking, the feeling of the one thinking, is just more thoughts. Because if you ask in the mind who is thinking, who is in control, and it might come to you as a thought which says, I am in control. But that is just another thought. Nowhere in mind will you find an actual entity which is there, unchanging. Same as the thoughts. So the person is not real. It's just a thought, an idea, a bundle of opinions, and a past, and a future, and present ideas about life. The whole structure makes up the person, makes up the ego. Once a realization comes that you are there even when this one is not present, you see a moment of silence being there. It gives you the freedom of seeing that you can drop it, that you can put it aside. Is it possible for you right now to put this one aside? Imagine that just a hole appears in the side of your head and all your problems, everything, ideas, or what is happening, who you are, all of it, can you put it aside? Just detach for a second. Is it possible? Yes. Don't touch anything of the mind. What is here now that you are aware of still? Even when you do not engage in any thought, even the thought that says I am not engaging, just empty, put it aside, all of it. Nothing to think about, nothing to resolve, nowhere to go. Just here. In this moment. Now, who is in the body? Not a question for the mind. I'm not asking for you to be like, who is in the body? I think. No, it's again the mind. Don't touch anything. This is not a mental exercise. It is not for your mind to come up with who is in the body. Mind is not being used right now. Put it on the side and only with your attention, who is in the body. If you don't touch the mind, there is no explanation. It's just like this. Feel it how it is just now. And I ask you, who is in the body? Don't even wait. If you're waiting for something to happen, don't wait. It's just looking. And the same way, you look at the body in this silence, you look at the mind. You look at everything else. All you can see. If you go with your attention to your legs, right now go to the legs. Now go to the head. Now put your attention on your nose, on your eyes. The fact that the eyes are there, you're aware of it, all of it. You are seeing the attention move up and down. And the fact that you are seeing these things, if the mind doesn't distract you with a label, oh, those are eyes, oh, that's, or worse, that's my eyes, oh, that's me, the body. If that's not there, it's just like this. The mind just conditioned to put ideas on it and then twist the reality. So once the mind is dropped, put on the side, there is no person in that moment there. It still exists somewhere in the mind, but it's put aside. It's like if you have a light bulb and you put 2 blankets on top of it, and you say, oh, there's no light, it's just a blanket. No, the mind is one blanket, the mind identity is one blanket, and the body, the identity, is the other one. You now put away one blanket. And now I'm telling you that there is a second one, the identity with the body. But when you look at the body without the mind, you can see the light bulb shining through the blanket. because no more there's at least two. So now, the fact that you are witnessing it means that there is a witnesser, that there is an observer. Does that observer now appear or disappear? Same as those feelings, same as those thoughts, same as other many things. Focus, for example, on the attention. Attention on the nose, attention on the legs, attention on the hands, attention on your stomach. Can you see it moving around? So subtle, but you see it moving. Who is the seer of this? Who is seeing this? Is it the body? No. Put the attention on a distant sound. If you sit in a house and you hear cars outside, is it the body doing that with the attention? Does the body have such a power to have something inside of itself to go out there on the street? The attention can go there. So is it the body doing it? No. Is it the mind doing it? No. The mind is the talk. The mind is the one who's talking. Appearing, disappearing. But attention comes with the being. Even when there is no thought, attention still is. So the attention can move about regardless of the body. The attention can move in and outside of the body. So who is seeing the attention? Who is there to confirm that all emotion and thoughts appear and disappear, yet that one does not disappear? Can this one be seen? The one who sees everything, all appearance and disappearance. Even now, that one is seeing the attention move about. Seeing feelings, energy, emotion moving in the body. But that itself is not the body. It sees the air, it sees the space all around, but itself is beyond the space. Can you confirm that that seeing is there? That you are able to witness all of this? Now, few questions. That witnessing itself, is it moving? Does it move? Same as the thoughts, emotion, attention? No. What thoughts does that one have, if they have thoughts? No thought, because it's not the mind. Does that one have problems? Can it get sad? Can it get angry? Can it get happy? I want you to confirm, and you are able to confirm this. Happiness, sadness, anger, emotions are created in the body. That one is unaffected by them. Can it get sick? Can it die? Can it be scared? Does it have a start? Can you see it starting somewhere? Does it have an end? This sense of I am, pure sense of I am, it's that which is not. Has it any form? Where do you have to go to find that one? It's you. This is you. Mind might be saying, I got it. Or it might be so frustrated, like, I'm not seeing it, I don't get it. It could be doing many things. If the mind says, I got it, don't go with it. If the mind says, I don't got it, don't go with it either. It's all just thoughts anyway. You keep returning to just this silent one. To this one which just is. This I amness. Do not identify with the body and stay with this self and keep reconfirming. Keep returning to this. If it clicked, then it clicked. If it didn't, keep going back. And don't worry, don't let your mind bother you with when or like many questions that might arise. Just keep going back to this sense of I am and stay with this question. Can the one seeing everything, being aware of everything, be seen? Can the seer be seen? And never accept anything from the mind. Like, oh yeah, no, it cannot, or it's this question. No. And that question can dissolve the identity. It's about confirming, not about making conclusions. Thank you.